In sport of cricket, a man of the match or player of the match and player of the series award is given to the outstanding player, almost always the one who makes the most impact in a particular match or series. The term was originally used more often in cricket before being adopted by other sports. This can be a player from either team, usually the winning team. In cricket, the Man of the Match award became a regular feature in test matches in the mid-1980s. The Man of the Match title is usually awarded to the player whose contribution is seen as the most critical in winning the game. However, there have been many instances when the performance of the losing team's player has earned him the award. Top 20 Most Player of the Series Awards list. Number 20. Shane Warne. He made his international debut versus India at Sydney, Jan 2-6, 1992. Warne brought leg spin out from a dusty closet and made it fashionable again. A charismatic, spectacular performer who made his headlines on the field and off it, he finished second best to Muralitharan in the Test wicket stakes, but to many, he remains the greatest spinner if not bowler of them all. Total matches 339, and Man of the Match Series awards 9. Number 19. Graham Gooch. He made his international debut versus Australia at Birmingham, July 10-14, 1975. Graham Gooch was the most prolific run scorer top-class cricket has ever seen. After he retired in 1997, the statistician Robert Brooke calculated that he had scored 22,211 runs in List A cricket, which, added to his 44,846 first-class runs, put him ahead of Jack Hobbs. It was an amazing achievement, especially for a man who gave the impression that he was constantly on the brink of walking out in disgust. Total matches 243, and Man of the Match Series awards 9. Number 18. Sir Viv Richards. He made his international debut versus India at Bengaluru, November 22-27, 1974. The man who gave swagger new meaning in cricket, Richards was the most destructive batsman of his era, and while there are many with greater records, few could take on, intimidate, and rip to shreds bowling attacks like he did. His power was awesome. He hooked devastatingly and never wore a helmet, rocking back from his front foot base to take the ball from his eye line in front of square. Total matches 308, and Man of the Match Series awards 9. Number 17. Kumar Sangakkara. He made his international debut versus Pakistan at Galle, July 5, 2000. As soon as he broke into the side at the age of 22, while a law student, it was apparent that Kumar Sangakkara was destined for more than just batting stardom. The left-handers that had preceded him, like Arjuna Ranatunga and Asanka Gurasinha, had been pugnacious battlers, but Sangakkara was cut from more graceful cloth, easing into strokes with the elegance often associated with those that play with the other hand. Total matches 594, and Man of the Match Series awards 10. Number 16. Tilakaratne Dilshan. He made his international debut versus Zimbabwe at Bulawayo, November 18-22, 1999. With his relentless aggression, strong wrists and natural timing, Tilakaratne Dilshan is one of the most exciting batsmen in the game today. He is technically sound, but, much like Virender Sehwag, he uses the defensive option only as a last resort after all the attacking alternatives have been explored. Total matches 497, and Man of the Match Series awards 10. Number 15. Wasim Akram. He made his international debut versus New Zealand at Faisalabad, November 23, 1984. Perhaps the best left-arm fast bowler of all time, Wasim Akram could make the ball walk and talk like no one else did. An explosive, exciting genius who could change the game with the bat as well. He has complete mastery over swing and seam, and sometimes moves the ball both ways in one delivery. Total matches 460, and Man of the Match Series awards 10. Number 14. De Villiers. He made his international debut versus England at Port Elizabeth, December 17-21, 2004. De Villiers is a 360-degree batsman who can hit any ball, anywhere, against any bowler. Indeed, his range of inventive shots has grown as his career has unfolded. He has been ranked among the top Test and ODI batsmen in the world and has established a cult-like following in T20 cricket, where his performances in the IPL have earned him a legion of Indian fans. Total matches 420, and Man of the Match Series awards 10. Number 13. Sourav Ganguly. He made his international debut versus West Indies at Brisbane, Jan 11, 1992. Despite being a batsman who combined grace with surgical precision in his strokeplay, his career had spluttered to a standstill before being resurrected by a scintillating 100 on debut at Lord's in 1996. Later that year, he was promoted to the top of the order in Audis and, along with Sachin Tendulkar, formed one of the most destructive opening pairs in history. Total matches 424 and Man of the Match Series awards 10. Number 12. Hashim Amla. He made his international debut versus India at Kolkata, November 28 – December 2, 2004. The classiest, calmest man on a cricket field, Hashim Amla's name is etched in South African cricket history. With his wristy leg side flick and serene cover drive, Amla became the first South African to score a triple century in Test cricket, while also effectively shifting gears to become the fastest batsman to 2,000, 40 innings, 3,000, 57 innings, 4,000, 81 innings, and 5,000, 101 innings runs in ODI cricket. Total matches 349 and Man of the Match Series awards 10. Number 11. Imran Khan. He made his international debut versus England at Birmingham, June 3–8, 1971. Imran Khan is indisputably the greatest cricketer to emerge from Pakistan and arguably the world's second-best all-rounder after Gary Sobers. He took a mediocre side and transformed them into world beaters, leading them to the World Cup title in 1992. Total matches 263 and Man of the Match Series awards 10. Number 10. Muralitharan. He made his international debut versus Australia at Colombo August 28 – September 2, 1992. Perhaps no cricketer since Douglas Jardine has polarized opinion quite like Muralitharan. For the believers, he's among the greatest to ever spin a ball. For the doubters, he's a charlatan undeserving of the game's greatest records, responsible for changes in the laws that they think have legitimized throwing. Total matches 495 and Man of the Match Series awards 11. Number 9. Ricky Ponting. He made his international debut versus South Africa at Wellington, February 15, 1995. Ricky Ponting, the most uncompromising player of his generation, grew into Australia's most successful run maker and only sits below Bradman in the country's overall ratings. It takes an extremely critical eye to diminish his run-scoring achievements, which seem to collect new records in every series. Like spotting a celebrity, it's necessary to look twice when analyzing Ponting, first as the archetypal modern batsman, then as the country's 42nd Test captain. Total matches 560 and Man of the Match Series awards 11. Number 8. Marlon Chanderpaul. He made his international debut versus England at Georgetown, March 17–22, 1994. The possessor of the crabbiest technique in world cricket, Marlon Chanderpaul, proved there is life beyond the coaching handbook. He never seemed to play in the V or off the front foot, but used soft hands, canny deflections, and a whiplash pull shot to maintain a Test average of over 50. While the cricket world was obsessed with Brian Lara's unquestionable talent, becoming only the second West Indian to score 10,000 Test runs. Total matches 454 and Man of the Match Series awards 11. Number 7. Shaun Pollock. He made his international debut versus England at Centurion, November 16–20, 1995. Considering the type of stuff floating around in his gene pool, it would have been surprising if Shaun Pollock had not been an international cricketer and a very good one at that. Dad Peter led the South African attack through the 1960s, Uncle Graham was one of the finest, if not the finest, left-hander to play the game. Total matches 423 and Man of the Match Series awards 11. Number 6. Gayle. He made his international debut versus India at Toronto, September 11, 1999. A thrusting Jamaican left-hander, Gayle earned himself a black mark on his first senior tour to England in 2000, where the new boys were felt to be insufficiently respectful of their elders. But a lack of respect, for opposition bowlers at least, has served Gayle well since then. Tall and imposing at the crease, he loves to carve through the covers off either foot and has the ability to decimate the figures of even the thriftiest of opening bowlers. Total matches 462 and Man of the Match Series awards 12. Number 5. Sanath Jayasuriya. He made his international debut versus Australia at Melbourne, December 26, 1989. It's hard to imagine that for the first half-decade of his career, Sanath Jayasuriya was considered a bowler who could bat a bit. Think of him now and you think of forearms straight out of a smithy, shots hammered through point and cover and scythes over the leg side. You recall a man who could score equally briskly in every form of the game, who slashed and burned his way through bowling attacks. Total matches 586 and Man of the Match Series awards 13. Number 4. Shakib Al Hasan. He made his international debut versus Zimbabwe at Harare, August 6, 2006. When the annals of Bangladesh cricket are sifted by future generations, Shakib Al Hasan will emerge and re-emerge as the greatest cricketer of its first 2 decades. His on-field performances and off-field professionalism set a benchmark that was followed by peers and juniors alike. Total matches 338 and Man of the Match Series awards 13. Number 3. Jacques Kallis. He made his international debut versus England at Durban, December 14-18, 1995. No batsman prizes his wicket more highly, and no wicket in all of cricket is more highly prized. Jacques Kallis is the broad-shouldered colossus of the South African team, a figure whose looming presence inspires calm in some and dread in others. Few players who belong to the modern age are a better fit for the notion of the classical cricketer. Total matches 519 and Man of the Match Series awards 15. Number 2. Virat Kohli. He made his international debut versus Sri Lanka at Dambulla, August 18, 2008. India has given to the world many a great cricketer, but perhaps none as ambitious as Virat Kohli. To meet his ambition, Kohli employed the technical assiduousness of Sachin Tendulkar and fitness that was in the league of top athletes in the world, not just cricketers. As a result, Kohli became the most consistent all-format accumulator of his time, making jaw-dropping chases look easy and finding, in his own words, the safest possible way to score runs. Total matches 416 and Man of the Match Series awards 18. Number 1. Sachin Tendulkar. He made his international debut versus Pakistan at Karachi, November 15-20, 1989. Perhaps the most complete batsman and the most worshipped cricketer in the world, Tendulkar holds just about every batting record worth owning in the game, including those for most runs and hundreds in tests and ODIs, and most international runs. Total matches 664 and Man of the Match Series awards 20.
It's caught in the crossfire.